Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below. Hey, what's up guys, EagleRed94 back again with another action figure review. Today we are looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends, the first 10 years, the Avengers, Iron Man Mark 7. Here we have the side continuing on the concept art gallery that we got going on here. We got the display of the Avengers, Captain America's suit. And of course we do get Iron Man versus Thor, that little fight we had in the woods. The very top shows Iron Man Mark 7 right there. And just to have a little bit of an idea, here is the Red Skull one next to this one. And you can see how they combine right there. So pretty cool. It'll make for a nice little display once you have the boxes displayed like this. So don't throw away your boxes unless you want to. And then you can just store them like this and have a nice little picture. Alright, so we do have the year the movie was released, got the title of the movie, The Avengers, and then a little read up here that you can read once you pause the video. On the back side, we get a poster of the movie, along with a little read up for Iron Man that says, equipped with a mighty vibranium arc reactor and enhanced flight capacities, the Mark 7 is a fully loaded, rapid deployment suit built for heavy combat. And there we have the Mark 7 out of the box, a figure that Hasbro completely skipped when the Avengers came out. They did release the Walmart exclusive, the Avengers Wave of Marvel Legends figures, and they just neglected this suit. They released an Iron Man, but it was the Mark 6 Battle Damage Iron Man, which he only wore the Mark 6 for a little while in the movie, and then he upgraded to the Mark 7. So we always wondered where the heck, is this suit, and now we finally get it many years later. Wow, many years later, and I think it's worth the wait because they did a really good job. And I mean, check the flaps out. I put the flaps up already because it really caught me by surprise that Hasbro did something like that. So okay Hasbro, I see you. But yeah, I may be geeking over this just a little bit too much because I am an Iron Man fan. This is my superhero right here. This is my guy. So I definitely was waiting for a Mark 7 for a long time. For any types of Mark 7 would have been nice. So Hasbro struck first. We are getting a SH Figures version later this year, so that might blow this one out the water. But till then, I'm gonna enjoy this one for sure because this one looks pretty nice. So we are gonna get our standard repulsor blast effects that we've been getting for quite a while from Hasbro, and then we're gonna get an alternate hand for both sides. We got a fist and we got a blasting hand, so that goes for both. Our package in the box, we get the right fist and the left open, and then of course the alternates are going to be the other side. So that's all we're going to get in terms of accessories. Definitely think we should have gotten a little bit more. As always, I've been mentioning that a lot, and I feel like they could have packed just a little bit more of accessories, some more hands at least, a Tony Stark head that we've gotten before, even if it's just a reissue of the same face sculpt, something, would have been pretty cool. For a $25 figure, I want a little more. I think it's because they're doing a lot of new sculpts on figures for this series, and the box art, I don't know what it is, but they did raise the retail price to $5 higher, so I just wish we got a little bit more with that price tag. It's going to be a hard sale, considering that Legends are already $20 figures. It's not cheap collecting a bunch of Legends. Once you get a whole wave, you're already almost at 200, so 25 is even worse. Anyways, I don't want to keep babbling on. Let's get into the articulation of the figure. We have a head that swivels left and right. We do have some higher elevated armor on the shoulder, but he can still look over them, so that's not too bad. The shoulder guards are on a soft plastic, so we're gonna get the arms able to move forward and back, in and out. Good range for sure. Then we have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, swivel at the wrist with a hinge. We have a torso diaphragm joint that moves back and forward, good range, swivels, and there is no waist swivel, but we do have T-jointed legs, and we do get soft plastic right here at the groin area, so you're going to see this deal right here. You can kind of see it bending, so it doesn't hinder it too bad, so not bad there. We're going to go in and out, almost a split, which is good range, thigh swivels, double jointed knees. Ankles are on a hinge, they pivot, and we also do get a swivel there. It's a good, nice new ankle piece there, so that's good. A quick closer look at those back pieces right here. We can see they hinge up right there on the shoulder, and then we get these lower pieces. Now these are a little tricky. They seem to come off a little easy. It seems like they try to put a little extra piece there so it doesn't fall down so easily once you put it up. So there's that, but they do remove, and they are pretty easy to get back on. They're pretty soft, so it's not too bad. We got some silver painted right here. Wish they would have did some more paint down at the lower ones, but the flaps do look good once they're open. So I do like that. It's also worth mentioning that the open hands are molded as so you can see how the peg is like that. You cannot hinge it or anything like that. And then the regular fist hands are actually hinged right there. So here's your closer look at the figure, and once we get a little close on my particular figure, they got very sloppy with the eyes, and they painted a little too much blue, and it kind of bled out to the gold a little too much. I mean, I think what they're going for is to get the eyes like outlined with blue, so like it makes it seem like the blue light is shining off the face, but I don't think they meant to bleed it onto the front, the actual front of the face mask. So it just got a little too sloppy there, but doesn't look too bad from far away, but it is quite noticeable once you get up close. And that's it. So anyways, here's the rest of the armor, and they did go with a marbleized metallic looking red, which does look good. I'm actually okay with this. It's not painted. This is the actual molded plastic. The only paint you see is the gold and silver, and of course the blue and white on the face. But I am quite okay with that. I think the red came out nice nonetheless. Alright, so it's comparison time. Tons of Iron Man legends to compare them to. So I'm going to do a few, not all of them. But here we have the Homecoming Sentry Iron Man suit there. And then we do have, this is actually the one that came out with the Avengers Wave of Legends in 2012. This is what they gave us, the Battle Damage Mark 6. They never gave us this one. But just looking at these side by side, the heights are pretty cool. I think this one's the tallest one. And just the red alone is better than both of these figures combined. I think the red is perfect. They did a good job with the red, and that just goes back to me being okay with them not even painting the red. They really don't ever do that anyways with Iron Man, so it's not to be expected. But I mean, the choice of color for this red just came out really good. I think the metallicness of the marbleized plastic is what makes it like that. It's hard to explain, but once you get it in hand, you'll see what I mean. Alright, and here you have a couple more Iron Men. We have the Civil War one that came in the 3-pack. Right here, the little Battle Damage one. This is the one that came with the Tony Stark head, which they could have included with this one. And then this is the Infinity War version, and still going back to the color of red. Clearly, I mean, I prefer the one in the middle here over these two reds. This one's, it's okay. It's darker, but it's not as bright as this one over here. This one's really, really bright. Again, the red is perfect. Alright, and I stuck on the Tony Stark head just for fun. And you can see him here next to the first 10 years 2-pack of Crossbones and Captain America. So there it is. I'm sure people would have asked about this, so I went ahead and did it. And it fits on very, very loose, so it's not really meant to go on. And it does look a little too small for this armor. I don't know. Just doesn't look that good. So there is the, that's the head from the 3-pack, the Civil War 3-pack. And no, you cannot put on the SH Figuarts Tony head. You can see right there the peg just isn't meant to go there. You can probably cut a hole in there, but you can kind of get an idea what it would look like if I put it in front. Right there. Actually would look pretty decent. Just a couple more Iron Man comparisons here. Alright, seems like I have been mistaken. I actually forgot I had this guy. Figma did release the Mark 7 a couple years ago. I think it's been a couple years already. So they were actually the first to release the Mark 7 in 6-inch form. But Hasbro did beat Bandai Tamashii. That one's true. But they weren't the first one out of everyone. So Figma did beat them. You can really see the difference here. Obviously, the import, the more expensive. I mean, I think this figure was like $90. So the more expensive one's going to look a lot better. But still, I think this one's still holding its own for a $25 figure. I think that's not too bad. There's a closer look at them too. Alright guys, that's going to do it for my review of the Hasbro Marvel Legends first 10 years Iron Man Mark 7 from the Avengers 1 movie. Long awaited, many years, but we finally got him, and I think it's well worth it, especially if you are an Iron Man fan or you're building your Marvel Legends Hall of Armor for sure. This is definitely one you're going to need, and I think they did a pretty good job with this guy. I'm fairly pleased with this figure, very happy with it, so I think it's worth a pickup for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Leave a like if you did, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not done so already, and as always guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.